Hey everyone, welcome to 5 More Minutes, the show where two friends relive their childhoods or, in some cases, learn about everything they missed out on. I'm Kendra.
And I'm Scott.
One of my students told me a joke today. You want to hear it?
Oh boy, sure.
What's the difference between Paul Walker and Betty White?
I don't know what.
Paul Walker reached 100 before he died.
Ah, nice.
That was kind of my reaction. I was just like, wow. And then started to walk away and he was like, wait, miss, do you get it?
Yeah, he drove fast.
I was like, yeah.
It's not that hard.
Yeah. Well, I think there are a lot of teachers who just don't know things. So whenever they double check to make sure I know what they're talking about, I feel like it's because at some point someone has not understood them.
Probably. They're like,
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It'd be like that sometimes, But you gotta commend the
the youth.
Yeah, sure. Commend them,
Yeah.
Sometimes
if they deserve it.
Sometimes they're all right.
Yeah, sometimes.
I wrote down something else I wanted to say that my student said. It was something like, what's that, or what did they say? They were like, what's his name, Pokemon? And the other one was like, Pikachu? And she was like, yeah, him.
Nice.
I was like, I'm going to say this on the podcast. And they were like, what?
What? Oh my God. Speaking, there's a new Pokemon game out right now.
Snap.
So, yeah, it's pretty legit.
Yeah.
I've been enjoying it.
How's that make you feel?
Pretty cool. It's like you might even like it. It's kind of like an open world Pokemon game.
How is that different?
It's not really open world before. You always had like a place to go and there's like just pathways to kind of explore and go. But this one you can literally like go adventure.
Oh, well, yeah. I don't even play the one that I bought last year, so.
Yeah, that's true.
And
maybe someday.
I've only played Final Fantasy IX once still, but
just that one.
It is really hard to play with the graphics.
Oh, yeah.
And you switch like which character you're in control of a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The nature of those old ones.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of got used to just old bad graphics, so I can still kind of go play them and not really notice.
I downloaded Final Fantasy VII on 2 PlayStations and a Switch, so I should really play that. But
like the original one?
I have the original one on my Switch, but I downloaded the other one on both of my PlayStations because I was like, maybe if I put it on the PlayStation 5, I'll play it.
That didn't happen. The game list is growing longer and longer.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes, It
do be like that. I know what you're saying and I know what you mean. Today we're going to talk about Attack on Titan.
Yeehaw.
What is your knowledge of what this is?
I think I watched a couple episodes maybe once a long time ago when did it come out?
Like 2013?
Yeah, maybe when Cheyenne and Jackie lived together. I feel like I watched a couple episodes.
Okay. That's kind of when I originally watched it. But I thought I would cover it because I recently read it all and finished it. So
today, one of my students told me I should watch Death Note.
Death Note's pretty good. It's classic. It's good stuff. It's a little weird in some spots, but it's well known and well liked. Do it, man.
Well, I just have a really long list. I have this list my student wrote me before winter break too.
Oh, that's right. So you probably had already seen, I sent you the opening to watch first, and you've probably seen that.
It did look familiar, but I was confused by all the really big, tall dudes standing in the field or whatever.
So do you know anything about what it's about?
I feel like I used to, or someone told me and I didn't pay attention.
Okay, gotcha. So, okay. I figured I'd just go over the normal stuff first, and then we can get a little into your plot. So Attack on Titan is a Japanese manga series, obviously, written and illustrated by Hajime Isayama.
Okay. Hajime Isayama.
It is known as Shingeki no Kyojin in Japan, which translates to the advancing giants.
Is that why there's big people?
there are some pretty big people in this, as your little picture back there shows.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
So
I'm blocking that. Oh no, the giant's up here. Okay.
Yeah, you can see him. I mean, you can see the bottom of his jaw.
That's true.
Yeah.
He's like, ah.
He's a little angry.
Yeah.
I know which one that is. So,
oh, I bet you do.
Oh, I do. So, Attack on Titan was serialized in Kodansha's monthly Shonen manga magazine from September 2009 to April 2021. So, recent.
That's 12 years.
Mm-hmm. And its chapters were collected in 34 volumes. And it has become a critical and commercial success.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, it is pretty well known. I'm sure a lot of your students know about it.
Yeah, they're all really into the animes.
Into all the animes. As of December of 2019, it had sold over 100 million copies in print worldwide. So it does make it one of the best-selling manga series of all time. It has won several awards, including the Kodansha Manga Award, the Attilio Michelucci Award, and the Harvey Award. I don't know what any of those are.
Who's Harvey?
Sounds cool.
And why does he have an award named after him?
I don't know. Maybe it's Two-Face. Harvey Dent.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, crazy. Okay, an anime television series was obviously produced. The first studio was WIT Studio, WIT.
Snap.
Yeah, they did seasons 1 through 3, and then MAPPA took over for season 4. So there are 4 seasons overall.
All right.
Yep. It originally came out from April to September 2013, followed by a second season in 2017, which is quite a gap.
Whoa, 4 years?
Mm-hmm. And then the third season did a little better. They came out in 2018. And then they did kind of a split season with that one. So they finished in 2019. And they're doing a similar one with the 4th season. They did the first part in December of 2020. And now the next part started this month. So it is actively ongoing and it will be done pretty soon. They're getting close to the end, which is why I wanted to read and actually know what happens so I don't get spoiled online.
Snap. You don't want to go bad like that milk that's been in the fridge for too long.
Yeah, exactly. No one likes some curdled milk.
Mm-hmm.
So the genre of this is generally action, dark fantasy, and post-apocalyptic. So
nice. We love all of those things over here.
Yeah. And this one is kind of one of the, I guess, darker.
Maybe there's a way for me to use this next trimester in my fantasy sci-fi horror class for the dark fantasy part.
Could. I mean, this one's a little different from other manga because it doesn't really have like, a lot of like Demon Slayer and things that you're kind of familiar with. Will have like the breaks of comedic humor and, kind of light circumstances. This one doesn't really have that. It's kind of heavy all the time.
But you got to appeal to the youths.
Exactly. Got to appeal to the youth. So I don't know. I like things like that. I know some people don't, but I'm all about it, man. So this is one that I like a lot. Some of the critical responses before we go into the plot, I thought some of this was interesting. Apparently, a lot of people have analyzed Attack on Titan as representing, quote, the hopelessness felt by young people in today's society.
Perfect.
Yeah. Writers have called it a coming-of-age story of boys and girls at its core, with a new mystery every episode.
We love those too.
Mm-hmm. These mysteries amplify readers' expectations. Artwork has been criticized as crude by some people, with the main author like kind of joking that his drawing is kind of amateur. But I mean, it does a good job. It is a unique style. You don't see a lot of it. He has a lot of fun with like shadows and little lines. So that's fun.
Like on his forehead?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And a lot of normal characters will have that too. And around the eyes, he really likes to do like darkness around eyes. So you'll see that a lot. So, but they did kind of do that on purpose because it's supposed to be like kind of eerie and dark, so it gives you kind of a uneasy feeling. Power-ups to create plot twists, or what people say. And they say the manga's post-apocalyptic world is too good to miss. So get on board, people.
Whoa.
If you're not already. I mean, it's a little late, I guess, but it's fine.
Hey, it's never too late.
It's never too late. Maybe someday Kendra will know what Attack on Titan is truly.
It's not too late.
Watch it.
It's never too late.
It's not. So obviously it has strong popularity, not only in Japan, but everywhere. I mean, you walk in a Hot Topic, you'll see Attack on Titan.
That's because Americans are just a bunch of followers.
Followers, really?
Mm-hmm.
I see. And yeah, it's spread all over internet about the general and influence. I mean, it's all over the place. So if you don't know about it, check it out.
How dare you?
I know, it's worth it. But it is pretty plot heavy, so we can kind of jump into that now. So I put some slides for you to try to hopefully follow some of this nonsense.
We know I have issues with that.
a little bit. So the first one there, the one on the left is just the main cover, just kind of what it shows. You got Eren standing there, and then a big old wall in a city that looks to be on fire. Fun stuff.
Aaron?
No. It's Eren, this one. You dig?
Eren.
So that is Eren, top right corner. When we start the story, he's kind of a little youngster. I forget how old he's supposed to be, but they're probably like, I don't know, normal anime
normal
age, like
coming
12.
of age years. Come on, Scott, get with the deal.
Pretty much. And his full name is Eren Yeager.
Yeager?
Yeager, yep.
No, just Yeager?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, Eren Yeager. And then the picture below him, he pals around with his two friends. The one on the left is the girl, Mikasa Ackerman.
Mikasa? Like my house?
Yes, my house.
Okay.
If that helps you remember, then yes.
It does.
And then the one on the right, the little blonde boy, his name is Armin. That is a boy.
Armin Hammer.
Armin Arlert.
Nope, Armin Hammer.
Well, if it helps you remember again, that's perfect.
It's got like a weird bowl cut.
Yeah, in later seasons, he fixes that up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But he does have kind of, if you ask Jackie, there's like funny videos of him being compared to like He-Man with his ridiculous haircut.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I think you should do your hair like him.
That's not really my thing,
Oh.
Yeah.
Try something new. You're almost 31.
We don't need new things at this point, do we?
Yes, always.
Oh. Okay. So slide number 2. So the unique thing about this world is that Eren and his buddies all live in this giant, like, walled community.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of things in there that's not very spread out.
Yeah. So as far as they know, this is the last known human civilization.
What are there people who live outside though? Because there's little houses.
No.
What are those outside the wall though?
What do you mean?
Like to the right, there's like a bunch of little houses outside the wall.
You're looking at the top right picture?
Uh-huh.
So look at the left picture. You see those little bulb outs?
Oh, it's like there's like levels?
Yes, there's like different levels of wall.
I see.
And there are 3 main walls. It's Maria, Rose, and Cena.
Kind of like the Santa, what were they?
The Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what are they called? Oh, Maria, Rose, and Cena.
Yes, the walls, not the boats.
No, we don't need to talk about Christopher Columbus.
Okay.
Because he stole.
Yes.
How dare he?
These walls are approximately like 50 meters tall, I think they said. So, like 150 feet.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty big. But it's revealed that obviously they are there to keep things out.
Giants?
Now, giants, yeah. What would tall walls be needed to keep out?
Giraffes.
I guess. I feel like I don't know how many giraffes are like 150 feet high, but you never know.
You don't know, man.
So where Eren, Armin, and Mikasa live is in the city, and I'm gonna butcher the name of it. It's Shiganshina.
So this one on the
Shiganshina.
outskirts, so they're not important.
Yeah, they're one of the ones in the little bulbs out there.
So that's like, is that like an expansion? Like what? Why are those outside the wall?
It's just kind of like levels. So the
I know. What
poorest,
are
like
the bulbs for? Like what's in
it's
between?
just like that's like the dense city part. Like outside of that is obviously like farming and stuff like that.
Oh, but
Yeah.
that's on like the outermost edge of the wall.
Yeah, besides the outermost wall is Maria. That's like the thing that's keeping you from nature.
And how come these other ones have question marks?
Oh, I don't know. It's like I think that might be like a fan drawn map, but since they only spend most of the time centralized in certain cities through the story, I don't think they ever like tell you what the other little settlements are named.
I see.
Mm-hmm. So they live on the outskirts, so they're kind of in the slums area.
Does that mean they're not important?
Kinda, yeah. And then as you go more towards the center, like they do have a royalty that lives directly in the center. It's like where all the rich people live. Then as you step out, it gets progressively, worse.
Is it like the Palace Versailles?
I don't know. What is that?
That's that big French thing we learned about in high school. Like the big French like castle.
Oh, you're just saying the middle fancy part.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like that. It's all hoity-toity. So they live in these walls for the last 100 years of documented time. There have been no issues or breaches in these walls. People are kind of just living here as peacefully as they can, staying in the walls because they do hear, rumblings of titans out there. And on the next slide, you'll see a picture of a few of them.
How do they know that there's no other civilization?
I mean, they kind of don't. They don't really know what's outside the walls because it's so dangerous for titans. You dig?
And do they actually call those places districts? Because that's what it said on the map.
Yeah, I think so, but I can't remember.
Are these next thingies like factions or something?
So these next things are kind of like their soldiers, for lack of a better term, like divisions. So the garrison is noted by the rose symbols, and those guys just stay at the walls and guard the gates. So that is like their whole thing. The Survey Corps, the wings, they actually go outside of the walls to explore and try to find new things. So they're the ones that are actually like out, boots on the ground, trying to figure out what's going on out there, and they have like the most exposure to the titans. And then the military police with the unicorn, they are kind of the lucky few, and they are just pretty much police in like the palace in the dead center. So they just have to like kind of live a hoity-toity life, guard the nobles, and just hope that nothing makes it all the way to them. And the things that might make it to them are some of these pictures. They're pretty cool looking little big dudes, aren't they?
Little big dudes.
Yeah. So all three of those humanoid things are titans.
I don't like this one in the upper right hand corner. It's like one of those Snapchat filters.
Yeah, very cartoonish, weird. So there's all kinds of different shapes and sizes of titans, and they range anywhere from like 3 to 50 meters high. There's like all kinds of different sizes. And they range in like intelligence and stuff too. But most of what they know about these things is all they want to do is just eat humans. They don't really seem to have much interest in doing anything else. They wander around till they find people to eat. So that's pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Matt Mercer is in the English dub one.
Who is he?
Levi.
Oh, that's right. I knew that. Levi's like the fan favorite character.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag fan fave.
Oh yeah, we'll get to him a little bit. So that is kind of this world. The land that they are in general is called Paradis. So as far as they
Like
know,
the world.
yeah. I mean, the land immediate around them, they just call like the whole area Paradis, and then obviously they have their cities and stuff within the walls.
Is that like a play on the word paradise, or is it supposed to mean something?
It is.
Or is it like a paradis? Like
I
a pair
I don't
of
think it's
disses,
that.
like negative, like you can't say one mean thing, you have to say two.
Paradis nuts.
Or that.
Yeah. But that's kind of like the whole overworld that they don't know a whole lot. The last 100 years have been pretty peaceful. So we kind of join our main character, Eren, like daydreaming out in the little grass fields.
What happens as the population expands?
If it expands too much, then they have to set up new cities in like those open areas that you saw.
Mm-hmm.
Or, if they ever got to the point where they were all crammed too much, they would have to figure out how to build another wall. But that would be hard because.
Who built these walls?
Aha. See, no one really knows.
They were just there? Like all the people who knew where the wall came from died and no one told the story.
Over time, it has gone, like the story has been lost. It's rumored that the royal family knows how things were working originally, but they're obviously not going to tell anyone. They're pretty hush hush. They basically tell everyone these walls are safe. We stay in these walls. We mind our own damn business.
That seems like a conspiracy to me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Conspiracy.
Yeah. So one day, Eren and Mikasa are wandering around. They gather some firewood. They're doing some daily chores. And then they come home. Mikasa actually lives with Eren and his parents. She was like adopted by them or taken in at an early age. So they live together. And then Armin lives with his family. But they're out doing their normal thing. They come home. They meet with Eren's dad. And his dad is like a wandering doctor. So he'll go around from the city to city, treat people, do all that good stuff. And basically, Eren wants to join the Survey Corps, which is the most dangerous one because those are the ones that go outside the wall. And obviously, his mother does not want him to do that because she thinks it's ridiculous and he'll die, which he might. Earlier on in the day, they saw like Survey Corps come back into the walls and they had like half their number. Everyone was bloodied. They had a bad time out there. So that's all they ever see is kind of the bad.
Are they having bad times because of the giants or because of other things?
The Titans. Yeah. They're attacking them, eating them. There's so many of them. It's almost like a zombie horde of giants.
Are there other animals out there?
Yeah. I mean,
don't the
for the most part.
Titans eat them?
Nope. Only humans.
But humans are gross.
Well, tell that to them. They love it.
I will. Let me write in.
And they make a big deal in the story to like all these Titans. They run around. They're naked. They don't have any genitals. They don't have any like digestion. So like they just eat people. And then later on, they'll just like vomit all like their stomach acid back up. So no one knows why they eat them because they don't need them to survive.
How do they reproduce?
They don't.
Well, how do they die then?
You can kill them. So that's something that the Survey Corps has been working on figuring out. But Titans have a known weak spot at the nape, the back of their neck. If you're able to like take out a big chunk of the back of their neck, they'll die and they can't regenerate. So they also have regenerative capabilities. So like if you blow one's arm off with a cannon, if you leave it alone, it'll just heal.
Will it grow 2 arms in the place of 1?
Not generally. I think there are some like mutant weird Titans, but after they're that way, they're kind of set, So this ugly one, he's always going to be ugly. Nothing's going to help him.
Do you think that they deform over time because they eat humans?
Maybe. I mean, it's just, I know a little too much because I know it all, so I don't want to give away anything. But you learn a little bit more, but it's almost like mutations,
Yeah, why is that one's head so big?
You just don't know, man.
It reminds me of one of those like long headman drawings.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the weird kind of surreal, supposed to make you feel kind of weird drawings.
Maybe.
Yeah. So Eren is talking with his family. They're all mad at him because they don't want him to join the Survey Corps and die. But his dad has to go on a trip, and he says, "Hey, when I come back, I will show you like some of the research and stuff that I'm doing in the basement." And he has like this key.
Where do you go on a trip to when you live in a walled place?
Well, there are multiple walls, right? And multiple cities. They're not all obviously right next to each other. He has to go travel within the cities to give care to other people.
Oh.
You know?
He's a doctor? Did you say that?
I did say that, yes.
Oh, I think I got distracted thinking about the long heads.
So he leaves. He tells Eren, "Hey, chill out with this Survey Corps stuff. I'll show you some of the research I'm doing, and maybe, you'll learn a few things when I get back." So he leaves, and then stuff starts to happen. Eren's wandering around with his friends. It's just a normal, peaceful day. And then you can go to slide number 4. But on this peaceful day, all of a sudden, this big old head pops up on the other side of their wall, meaning that this Titan.
Why doesn't this guy have skin?
It's just, one of those Titan mutations. That's just what he is. He doesn't really have skin.
Very shaped booty.
For all that kicking he does. Mm-hmm. Booty kicking. So he shows up. Not only is he over, 50 meters tall because he can peek over the wall. So we had some technical difficulties, so we're getting dialed back in here. Did you hear about him kicking a hole in the wall?
I remember talking about his butt being defined and you saying something about kicking, and then I think you were starting to say something else, and then that's when it kicked me out.
Okay. So he's got that well-defined booty.
Right.
Because he uses his legs for kicking. So he kicks a hole in the wall. He just blasts a big old hole in the wall, stuff's in chaos, debris flying everywhere. And since he's so huge, the normal sized Titans are able to fit through that hole now. So they have breached that first wall, and Titans just start walking into the city.
And that's the city that they all live in, the
Shinganshina.
Yeah.
Yep. So slide 5 shows one of these particular Titans. Another one that you'll probably like a lot.
That guy looks like a Batman villain.
It does kind of look like someone who's been affected by Joker's laughing gas. Mm-hmm. But that is also a female Titan, so
Oh.
Mm-hmm. But so after all this chaos, Eren and Mikasa run back to Eren's place to see if their house is still standing. And it is like reduced to rubble. There's not much left. But his mom is trapped in the debris. She's like been crushed from the waist down. She is stuck there. Him and Mikasa try to get her out, but they cannot. It's just too heavy. I mean, it's basically a whole like rooftop is on her. So they can't get her. One of the garrison soldiers shows up. He tries to get all bold and thinks he's going to go fight the Titan, but then he sees one look of that weird smiling face, and he turns tail and runs. So instead of fighting the Titan to kill it, he grabs Eren and Mikasa to run them to safety, but effectively leaving their mom there. It's just Eren's mom, but her slightly adopted mom.
Mm-hmm. And the basement's covered, and there was special stuff in there.
Exactly. So now how the heck are we going to figure out what's in the basement, man? And then this lovely looking Titan decides to come over, snatch up Eren's mom, basically break her in half, and then eat her, which
it kind of looks a little bit like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I could see that too. It's got kind of that weird face, the tiny little nose. So generally bad times for Eren, he loses his mom. He basically watches her get eaten. It's kind of right then and there. He mentally makes a vow to destroy all Titans. So he will do whatever he can to do that.
At least he doesn't mentally check out.
He doesn't mentally check out. He uses it at least for some kind of focus. But things are still in chaos here. I mean, there's a whole bunch of Titans just wandering around the city. These soldiers are trying to take him on, but they're not really very experienced in the matter because they don't have to deal with Titans very much. And then if you go to slide 6, this other cool Titan also shows up.
What is up with all their muscles showing?
So this one they generally refer to as the armored Titan. So all of that stuff is like pretty hard. They are able to kind of like shoot and stop normal Titans from progressing because they're still like, you know, flesh and bone. And you can still like kind of cripple them for a little bit with cannons, but they're trying to shoot this guy with cannons and they're just breaking, bouncing off of him. Doesn't do anything to this guy. And he runs through another little wall. So I was going to look at my little Titan map again. And I did find one that someone drew. So the little bulb outs, they obviously went through the bulb out first and then into the main wall. And now they're inside. So he just runs through another like gate.
How are they that easy to break?
Well, they're not easy. I mean, you had the colossal Titan had to bust the big wall, and then this armored guy had to do kind of the smaller one. So not easy by any means for a normal Titan, but these two are clearly not normal. They are new and improved models, you know. Genetics.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So basically, they go through all this. They effectively have to abandon Wall Maria. So everyone has to kind of collapse in and live within those 2 circles instead of that nice big third one. They're like crap. But they get people in there. They're somewhat safe for the time being. They don't know what happened to the Colossal Titan because he just disappeared after he kicked the hole. And then after the armored one broke through the other wall, he also left too. They're
That's
like,
weird.
Yeah, he's like, we did our jobs, we broke some shit, and now we're out.
Isn't it weird that there was just no issues for that long and then they just busted through?
It might be a little weird, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But there wouldn't be much of a story if it wasn't, I guess. So they gather all the survivors in these walls and they're like, okay, we got to kind of try to progress, make a plan. And Eren, Mikasa, and Armin all decide to enlist in the military force and undergo training to learn how to attack the Titans. You know what I mean? So slide number 7, we'll just kind of step through them quick. I'm not going to expect you to remember all these names because there's a lot of them.
Very sweet baby J.
Yep. So these are the other notable people that they meet during their time training. You know, there's quite a few episodes that they go through, show them training with all this gear that you're seeing these guys have.
Mm-hmm.
So the girl there, the infamous potato girl, is Sasha. She's holding a potato in that picture. I don't know if you can tell.
Yeah, but is she known for that?
She is. Because basically they're all in like barracks lines getting yelled at by this commander, and she pulls out a potato and starts eating it, and then she gets heavily disciplined for that.
Okay.
Yep. That's pretty much what everyone knows about Sasha, so there you go. Then the one on the right is Jean. He's kind of the frat boy type, I guess, kind of the prissy one. He's only here because he's hoping that he can get into the unicorn one, the military police. So he's like in the cushy lifestyle.
So you relate to him with the frat boy thing?
Not really. I was a different kind, you know.
I do know, but I thought I'd make the joke, yeah.
Not quite that level, but
yeah.
So if you go through this training and you get like the top 10 of your training class, you get to select whatever corps you go to. So everyone's hoping that they can get into that top 10 because they just want to pick military police because that's the safest, easiest job. So then we got the guy with short hair next to him is named Connie. Moving on, the girl is Annie. And then bottom left is Reiner, the big burly boy.
Okay.
And then next to him is Marco.
Polo.
Marco, Bertold.
Polo.
And then Krista is the last blonde girl.
But you skipped a guy.
That's Bertold.
Oh, I thought you were saying his last name was Bertold.
No, do you really want me to go over last names? Because there's a lot of names here.
No. When does Levi come into the picture?
Kind of towards the end of what we'll be going over today, but he is like the right-hand man to the Survey Corp, the ones that go out and explore the walls, outside the walls.
The whole Corps has a right-hand man?
He's basically second in command, and he's like the most proficient fighter and Titan killer.
I see.
Yeah, he's like a freaking...
It ain't his
ninja.
first rodeo.
No, not by any means. So these are kind of the notable with the three main characters. This is like kind of the 10, like the main 10 that you learn throughout the training arc and the storyline. And if you go to the next picture, you get to see their commander. His name is Keith, for what it's worth.
He looks like a Keith.
Yeah, but he basically runs them ragged, teaches them how to use all this gear. So I just wanted to step you. What do you think is going on with all this gear these guys got on? I mean, holy cow.
Well, it looks like they have a lot of extra things, like blades or something.
They do. So this is generally referred to in the anime as omnidirectional maneuvering gear. So basically, they are canister powered, like gas powered things. And you can see in the picture behind you, actually, they shoot out strings and grappling hooks. And so they can like anchor into trees, walls, like whatever Batman. They need. Like Batman. And they've got two that go out at a time so they can kind of move up and down and, all over the place. The grappling hooks are controlled by triggers that they're holding with their swords. So when the handle of the swords have triggers.
This all feels like it'd be really easy to fall over.
Yes. And that's what a big part of like the training montage is them just trying to figure out how to stand in this like maneuvering gear. And because they have to like hang by like, two cables and like not, tip over and fall over. So they all figure out how to do that. And then they have these big cases on their hips that have a bunch of blades in there, like you said. So these are kind of unique blades. They almost remind me of like those breakable razor blades that you can get, like box cutters, How
do you get full range with your sword if it's got a cable running to your belt?
I think they can move. Like it has a cable to your belt, but it's on like pulleys and stuff. I think you got free range of motion. Yeah. So basically, this lets them fly around if they have things to connect to. So in the city, they can use the buildings. Out in the forest, they can use the trees and basically get them up to like, neck height on a Titan. And their goal is to use these swords to cut that piece of their neck out and then kill them. And their swords do get dull after, one or two Titans. So they have to switch them out, which is why they have extras.
I see.
Yeah. So that's a lot of good stuff there. And then slide number 9, you can see this guy's name is Erwin, the blonde, and he is the commander of the Survey Corp.
Okay.
And then that is Levi next to him. And they are always kind of together. Levi's their main weapon. Erwin does his best to strategize.
Why does he have one of those neck things on?
Like a bolo tie? I don't know.
No. Levi.
Oh, the ascot?
Yeah.
That's just how he is.
Sure.
He's into cleaning.
And why is his jacket a crop top? Are they all like that?
They all are, yeah. Because they have to be short enough to not hit that gear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that.
What is that thing around the top of their pants for?
I don't know if that has a specific reason other than just to like be a belt to hold all that stuff. To kind of like not put it all in one place. But they're very harnessed up. They got belt straps all over. So all of them basically go through with their training arc and they are able to graduate. And most of them are in the top 10. I can't remember if this is actually accurate, but based on my research, it says the only one that didn't make top 10 was Armin, Little blonde bowl cut. But Mikasa was number one, so she was the best.
Snap.
And it was noted even when they were like doing like, normal children things, schoolyard bullies and stuff. She was like kind of freaky strong and was able to fight. So a lot of people were afraid of her. So she used that to her advantage in the training. And then Eren came in like fifth, and then the rest of the people we talked about were kind of sprinkled in throughout there. So ultimately, that means they could potentially pick wherever they wanted to go. They could go to the Cushy military police if they wanted to. They could go wherever. But Eren says, I'm going to the Survey Corp. That's where I'm going. I want to go outside the walls. And Mikasa agrees and says, wherever you go, I'm going to go with you. And then Armin, and then Armin's like, okay, well, he'll go too. I don't think he had the choice of going into the military police, obviously, but he's like, all right, Survey Corp it is. Survey Corp kind of just has to take whoever they get because no one wants that job.
Except for these guys.
So it works great. So people are moved by his passion and whatever.
So inspiring.
Yeah. And I will give you a quick little summary. Commandant. So his name is Keith, Keith Sades.
Mm-hmm.
These are his individual evaluations for each of the top 10. Oh, I guess just for their division. So Reiner, he says, stalwart in both mind and body, and well respected by his comrades. Armin, so bowl cut, although lacking in physical strength, his aptitude in the classroom is extraordinary.
Snap.
So he's a bookworm. Yep. Annie, Leonhardt. Her slice attacks are absolutely flawless, but her reclusive tendencies make her a poor fit for coordinated efforts. AKA Lone Wolf.
Don't judge her for being introverted.
Berthold. He possesses remarkable potential but lacks aggressiveness. Jean. Top-class omnidirectional mobility, but his volatile personality tends to cause friction with others.
Uh-oh.
So, frat boy friction, if you will.
Oh, snap.
Sasha. Potato girl. She has unconventionally good intuition, but also demonstrates poor teamwork as a result. Mikasa, completely proficient in every area. It's apt to say she's an unmatched, unprecedented genius.
Oh.
And then our buddy Eren Yeager, he has no real specialties, but he's improved his grades with unparalleled effort, and he possesses twice the sense of purpose as anyone else. So there you go.
A weird compliment.
He's stubborn as shit, if you will. So that is their kind of class. They're able to make it through to graduate. And then another fine day, they're just minding their own business. They're doing some chores within the city for the soldiers. And then if you go to slide 10, all of a sudden, this guy pops up again. Yeah. And it has been 5 years.
What?
Yes.
And he just like popped up out of the ground?
He just kind of springs up. Everyone's like, where the heck does this guy keep coming from? And, this 150 foot tall looking ass just busts out whenever he wants to.
Wow.
Yep. So all of a sudden he is back and general chaos starts to ensue again. Eren does have his gear on and he's ready to go attack him. He's like, I'm going to get you right now. I'm crazy. I'm going to kill all the Titans. He says that so much. Destroy all Titans. And he goes to attack him and then he disappears.
What?
Yeah, the colossal Titan just poof, he's gone again. It's like, what? What is going on? But now he's caused enough chaos to where there are more Titans storming it. So they enlist all the new cadets. They're like, okay, it's time. We got Titans storming us. Things are chaotic. We've got to kill some of these and take back our city. All that good stuff. Along the way, little Armin runs into trouble. You can go to slide 11. And this bald Jesus-looking Titan ends up cornering
Yeah, what's
Armin.
up with him?
He's just.
Does he have on some of those sandals too?
He might. I don't know. I didn't look close enough, but I like to think he does. And that he probably has socks on too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Eren swoops in.
Wait, but I thought Eren disappeared.
No, the Titan disappeared. the colossal titan.
Oh,
yeah,
I see.
He goes to like attack. Eren goes to attack him, and then the titan disappears.
Got it.
Yep. So then Eren's flying around trying to save Armin, and then lo and behold, a titan pops up and bites his little leg off.
Bit Eren's leg off?
Yeah, Eren's the one laying on that rooftop on the top right picture.
But how's he get his leg back?
He's a hurting unit, man. Maybe he doesn't get it back. You don't know.
That's true. I don't.
So then Armin's about to get eaten by bald Jesus, and Eren still manages enough strength to swoop in, pull Armin out of his mouth, and basically toss him. But by doing so, now you can see in that bottom left picture, Eren is in the Titan's mouth. And then the last thing that Armin sees is the Titan clomping down on Eren and biting his arm off. See that?
So
arm
now he's
away?
missing an arm and a leg?
Yeah, he's having a rough go of it.
This is not very Jesus-like.
Not very Jesus-like at all.
So, Jesus, don't take the wheel.
Yeah. So now the whole city's in pandemonium, you know. Now Armin's like heartbroken and going crazy. They ultimately have to fall back, use rifles and like weird techniques to like blind the Titans and then start killing them. But they are able to kind of get a foothold back, kill some Titans and not totally die. The other problem they're running into is that since all their gear runs on these canisters, they're running out of fuel and they don't have another way to quickly get more because it's like, you know, walls in. So they're kind of getting to a hurting spot. They have to use guns, normal methods. Things are looking rough. With that, I'll leave you on the little, this is like the original Attack on Titan cliffhanger is crap. What's going to happen?
I don't like cliffhangers.
Eren's been eaten. Shit's going down. Nothing's good. What are we going to do?
There's no shit because the Titans don't shit.
There's a lot of human shit though. Yeah. They get scared and they crap themselves.
How dare they?
So for now, we'll leave it there. If there's some more interest in progressing the story, there's a lot of crazy stuff that happens in Attack on Titan, and I'm here for it. So,
well, that's good because otherwise, it would just be me saying things that had no context.
You just be talking to yourself. So this week, I didn't make a true quiz for you because I was kind of gonna judge your, I guess, engagement and then go from there.
Wow. How engaged do you think I was?
I think you were like, if we were gonna go like Metal Gear Solid was like you totally unchecked. I would say you were like, so if Metal Gear Solid's a 10 unchecked, I'd say you were like a 6 or 7 today.
Does that mean I was like?
No, I meant the other end, a 3 or a 4. I think you were doing better at.
So you did 10 as being the worst?
Yes.
That's confusing. No one does that.
10 out of 10 unchecked.
Okay.
Yep. I'm doing Kendra scales.
No. Mine at least make more sense than that.
Only to you.
I bet there's people out there. Write in. If you think my scales make sense, send us an email.
True.
Yeah.
So one question I have to ask is, who is the series written and illustrated by?
The first name starts with an H and the last name starts with an I.
That was very good.
And it's got some O's in there.
No, literally 0 O's.
Oh, is there something that makes an O sound?
Yeah, maybe.
Like Higashi or something, I feel like is what you said, but.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you partial credit. It's Hajime. Isayama.
Yep. I see.
Indeed. Okay. How many walls are there in their community?
3?
3, correct.
Like big ones.
Big ones, yeah. Yep. And bonus points if you remember any of the names.
Maria.
Yeah.
Rose.
Yeah, very good.
And the last one was weird and started with an S.
It did. You were close. And that's what spawned our Columbus reference.
Right.
It was Cena.
Doesn't fit in with the other two.
Not really. The other ones are kind of like elegant. I don't know if Cena means something that I don't know, but
Maybe it means see no more.
What is our main character's name? And I would like first and last.
Okay. His first name is Eren.
Yes.
And I don't remember his last name.
Oh man. I made sure to double hit it because it kind of almost has another meaning.
Listen, if I can remember one name, that's impressive.
That's true.
Oh, but you did say it. And it is a word that I should remember. And I don't remember what it is.
So unique. It was Jaeger.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
I know. And then maybe we'll wrap it up with a little, what were the two unique titans that caused them all the problems?
You mean like what were they? What do you
What
mean?
did they like refer to them as?
Like nicknames?
Uh-huh.
The body armor one?
Okay. Yeah. Armored Titan.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
And then the butt guy. Right?
I like how the only thing you remember about him
or
is
Bald
butt.
Jesus.
No, not Bald Jesus. He's just a normal Titan.
What did you call that guy though? I don't remember you calling him something.
He was the Colossal Titan.
Oh man, I was gonna say that and I thought it was wrong.
Nah.
Now I'm depresso.
No, it's okay. You did all right overall. I mean, you pulled those two wall names out. Those were like bonus anyway.
Whatever.
Yeah. All right. So we'll look forward to the future. Maybe a little more Attack on Titan. There is season 1 on Netflix if you're interested.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then I guess we can move on to our other our now reoccurring segment, right?
Do you mean letters from Greta?
I mean letters from Greta.
I feel like we need like a little song to sing or
a little jingle.
Yeah, like letters from Greta. Woo!
So like Blue's Clues style.
Yeah.
Nice.
But we did receive a new correspondence from our friend Greta, our beloved listener.
Yeah.
The true MVP.
She's here to expand on maybe her living situation. I don't know. I haven't read the message. Kendra's
and she did send another quiz for us to take also.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to get that link.
So I will read the letter.
All right.
I was a little worried Greta wasn't going to send one. I think she might have almost forgot.
Wow. Who does that?
Greta, I guess. So, hello, Scott and Kendra. I was so filled with delight when you answered my electronic letter on the podcast. Thank you very much for taking my sad vegetable quiz. I have now named the turnips that are in closet with me, Scott and Kendra, to keep me company. I did hear your displeasure with the minimal amount of questions, variations of vegetables on said quiz. So I have asked Father to find this BuzzFeed man. Either his quizzes will be much better or not at all with these quizzes. Will these quizzes happen from him? It depends on his strength of will after Father visits with him.
Interesting.
I do also want to mention that I live in Schlüsselburg, a small village in Russia. You were very accurate on this guess. Since it is a small village in a small house, it can be hard to hide from the couple who live here, but I manage. Their names are Steisel, S-T-E-S-I-L, and Klaus. They are Klaus. They are very intimidating fishermen, but enjoy watching The Good Wife and Grey's Anatomy in the evenings.
Who doesn't?
I cannot believe we are on season 17 of Silly Doctor Show. I wish they would put the Hattie Potty on the television. Anyway, my new quiz is more like trivia this time around. I enjoy very much the segments you do on your topic each week and would love to hear a segment similar to this. Insert link. I must now go, for I do very much want to try the cream cheese frosting on my potato that was lodged into my ear. I have already scraped the earwax off of the food. Please do not worry.
Okay. I was a little worried until you said that.
Yours potato-fully, Greta.
Oh. Well, thank you, Greta. Very potato-fully.
Yeah, we potato you.
Yeah.
We appreciate potato. Appreciate potato.
We are. We're glad you're still making it by in that pantry, and apparently you still got plenty of potatoes to eat, which is one thing, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Also, I was just scrolling through this quiz, and the first 3 questions are about birth to sleep.
Birth by sleep. I saw the second question, and
we're just gonna go with it. We're gonna see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, this might even be a hard one for me.
I know that it takes place before, but I don't know how long before. So
yeah, so the first question is, when does Birth by Sleep take place? Birth by Sleep is the prequel with Aqua, Terra, and Ventus. So I've got my guess.
Ooh, I got it right.
Correct.
Me too. Nice. It seemed like the most likely answer.
Yeah, so 10 years prior to Kingdom Hearts 1. Look at
that. Who passes the Mark of Mastery exam? Is that how you get your Keyblade?
It's like extra powers for your Keyblade, because you can have it and like train with it beforehand, but your like Mark of Mastery is kind of like your first step to being like a master, basically a Keyblade master.
Well, I'm just completely guessing on this.
Okay.
And I got it wrong.
So it was Aqua. Aqua was the only one that passed. Terra ends up going rogue in that game, and kind of getting out of that system. And then Terra, wait, I just said Terra. Ventus is the one that kind of gets lost. So there you go.
All right. Question 3. Which Disney World isn't featured in Birth by Sleep?
Man, this is a hard one. Okay, I think I've got it. I was wrong. No.
Okay. Oh man, I thought that one would be in it. I got it wrong too.
Yeah, so apparently it was Beast's Castle.
Yeah, I thought that one would be in it, so I didn't pick it.
I did too. Well,
I wasn't expecting. I've literally only played like the first.
Yeah.
Two, so.
Okay, well, here's one you probably know.
I do know this one, and I
got it right. How does Sora turn into a Heartless in Kingdom Hearts 1? Okay. He releases his own heart with a Keyblade to save Kyrie.
Yay. They're like BFFs.
Yeah.
And they love each other.
Oh, the next one's pretty easy. Where does Sora first meet Donald and Goofy?
Traverse Town.
Correct.
Which character isn't used as a summon?
In Kingdom Hearts 1. That's also an easy one.
Yeah. Because
I notably did 0 summoning in those games, but
I like hardly ever did. I think maybe the first time I played it, I think I remember summoning Simba a few times, but which organization member does Sora defeat?
Oh, so it was Cloud, by the way. I guess we should know the answer.
Which organ does Sora defeat? I don't know. I mean, I watched the cutscenes, but
this one's very specific.
I guess I got it wrong.
So the answer is Larxene, who is the one with like really long pink hair, which you probably don't even know that guy. Or no, wait. Now I don't remember who Larxene is.
I got the next one wrong too.
Ooh.
What character
Larxene? Oh, she's like the blonde girl. Oh, yeah. And what character was created by stealing Sora's memories? Oh, man. This is rough because it's like, it could almost be any of these.
Depending on how you I thought it was, and it was not who I thought it was. So,
yeah, I got it wrong too. I picked Roxas.
Yeah, so did I. I don't even know who this one is.
It was Zion.
Who's Zion?
She's another one that you would never have seen her. She's only in like early ones, and I don't know. It's so convoluted.
How is she in early ones if she's a replica of Sora?
Well, about that.
What was the original name of Castle Oblivion?
Castle Oblivion. I don't even remember which one this is supposed to be. This is kind of difficult.
I have like 2 guesses, and I don't know which one it is.
I got it wrong too. Wow.
Yeah.
It was apparently the land of departure.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it would be Castle of Dreams.
That's what I picked.
Yeah, I was like, castle.
What is the true goal of Organization 13?
I think I know this one. Okay, I did know this one.
Oh, I didn't read all the answers before I guessed, and now I regret my decision.
Oops.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're just trying to regain hearts of their own because nobody's don't have hearts.
Mm-hmm. Who is this guy? Who is Diz?
Who is Diz?
Oh.
So who is Diz's true identity and what does his nickname stands for? Oh, that nickname might be hard.
I don't know which one it is.
I don't either. So it's handsome.
I think it's the first one or the last one.
Oh, it's okay. I know it. I just had to get there.
Man.
Yeah. So it was Ansem the Wise. I didn't know the second part in parentheses. That's what was throwing me off. But I remembered the wise part. I thought they were all Ansem the Wise and just the parentheses were different.
Okay, well, I got this.
Which one. Final Fantasy villain can you fight in Kingdom Hearts 2? Did you get this one right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no. Of course it is Sephiroth.
In Dream Drop Distance, who obtains the Mark of Mastery?
Ooh, that one's going to be hard for you to know.
I got it.
Nice. Good guess.
I think I might remember some things from watching all of the things and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
What's the name of the movement system? Don't know this one, though.
This one's hard. Flow motion, free motion, motion.
I got it right, though. I picked the one that sounded the best in my head.
Yep. There we go.
What's the first? But I haven't played Kingdom Hearts 3.
What is the first world Sora will be going to in Kingdom Hearts 3?
Wait, I don't know if I got it right or not because it scrolled too fast.
It was Olympus Coliseum.
Oh, then I got it wrong. I got 7 out of 15.
I got 12 out of 15. But what does your description say?
I haven't played all of those games, so.
Yeah.
It says Kingdom Hearts Aware.
Nice. I'm a Keyblade master. So.
All right. I see you. You got some Kingdom Hearts knowledge on your belt, and we really do see the effort, but we think that you can do better if you try. Try watching a Kingdom. I have.
And I got
4 years ago.
Congratulations. You know more stuff about Kingdom Hearts than the average Joe. You're ready for Kingdom Hearts 3, and you are truly ready to take on Organization 13.
But do you know more than the average Scott?
Who knows? I haven't taken a tally of on all the Scots in our club.
You have a club?
I do. Yeah.
Is it like that teacher I had, Dennis Pearson, who had a whole website of all the Dennis Pearsons?
Just like that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're a secret underground society of Scots.
Well, Greta, I don't know. You're just making me feel not smart here. But, we do love the mail, though. So
yes, thank you for the quiz, Greta. Hopefully that gave you some entertainment.
Mm-hmm. What's a good potato thing we could suggest Greta tries?
Ooh, I love a good scallop potato.
You got that cheese, got a little bit of that cream in there. Get it nice and crispy on top.
You already like the cream cheese on it, so maybe just a little different way,
Or just make scalloped potatoes with the cream cheese.
I guess you could do that too. Just add another nice little level to it.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff. Do you have access to a stove? Like, do you use Klaus and Steisel stove when they're gone? Like, if they fish, then they're probably gone like most of the day,
Yeah, they might even be gone like days at a time if you're lucky, like an extended fishing trip.
Also, tell us about the geography of Russia, because the other day I randomly sent Scott a message that asked if most of Russia was like barren, barren land.
Is most of Russia barren or is it cities? I was like,
because it's so big, but I feel like how many Russian cities can you name? Not that many.
I feel like there's got to be a decent chunk of wilderness because it's a pretty harsh environment too, right?
And it's cold. Let's is it like a barren like frozen tundra? Like what is it,
Yeah.
So let us know.
Might have to look out our window.
Yeah. Tell us about the geography, Greta. Tell us.
Tell us.
Yeah. But anyways, your letters could be featured on the podcast if you send us an email to 5FIVEmoreminutespod@gmail.com.
That's right. I mean, why wouldn't you want to be featured on this prominent
letters
podcast?
From Greg, letters from Bob, letters from Sarah, letters from Nicole. Oh, and if it's Sarah, letters from Sara, but no H because H is a ugh.
Oh, nice.
But do you have anything to plug before I continue wrapping it up?
Just the new Pokemon game. It's pretty legit.
Support big companies.
Friday. Well, I mean, yeah. Good stuff. Pokemon Legends Arceus. I've been enjoying it.
All right. So in addition to sending us an email, you can like and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, or on YouTube. You can download our episodes. You can leave us a 5-star rating and review, because that would honestly be awesome. You can also follow us on all of our social medias that we're sometimes good and sometimes bad at posting at by following at 5MMPOD, and you can tweet about the show using hashtag 5MMPOD. You can find us on any app using that hashtag. You can also check out our website that has not very good pictures of us on it at bit.ly/5MMPOD. And you can support us on Patreon. We would absolutely love that at patreon.com/5MMPOD.
Oh, yeah. You got through that very fast this time.
Oh, but also don't forget to share us with your friends and family, your friends who are your family, and your family who's more like friends and family.
There you go, man. You're on top of it today.
Yep.
No stumbles or anything.
Nope.
Okay. You have anything to plug as a last resort?
Please buy my dice. www.brokenbowdiceshop.com/shop.
Yeah. Go buy them, you idiot.
Well, no, be nice. I want them to
I mean, you smart person.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go now.
Okay. We're clocking out. See you.
Bye.